So one of the questions that I get asked all the time is, Rebecca, should I live in McKinney or Frisco? McKinney, Frisco, McKinney, Frisco, McKinney, Frisco. Well, you're in luck because today's video is all about McKinney or Frisco. Let's do this. So the first thing that we're going to compare are the things to do in each city. So let's go ahead and get started with Frisco. So anyone who's 81 knows that the Star in Frisco is a place not only to take a tour, and not only is it the headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys, but it is a great place to go out and take a look at all the shops and the restaurants. And there's even a place to watch the game when the Cowboys are playing away. A lot of people will sit out on the exterior field and watch the game. All right, so we have the Star. Also, the new PGA headquarters is going to be located in Frisco, and they are going to have not only golf available, but you're going to have some 13 unique dining options. So we've got the Ice House, Lounge by Topgolf, Ice House, Cups and Cones. So just this one's a little bit more like sit down, or at the bar type place, grills. As far as shopping is concerned, I know there's going to be a toy store. Obviously, a lot of the PGA shop is going to be there. You have the Omni Hotel that's going to be there, which is one of the, obviously the big highlights of where you can stay. So that's going to be all located in that northeast section of Frisco. So not only do we have the PGA headquarters and the Omni Hotel Resort that are going to be in that northeast section of Frisco, but the cat is out of the bag about the new Universal Studios theme park that's going to be built in Frisco as well. It's going to be also in that northeast section, really close to where the PGA headquarters is going to be. And if you want to know all about Frisco and what's coming soon in Frisco, you need to check out this video. I think it's over here. It's one of those places, but make sure you check it out. Also in Frisco is what's known as the Rail District. This is Frisco's take on like a historic downtown. There's lots of old homes or older homes that they've changed into restaurants or to boutiques that are down there. And that's all kind of centered around where the railroad used to go through Frisco, which is why it's called the Rail District. Lots of unique farm-to-table restaurants. This location is also really close to the FC Dallas Stadium, which is the Toyota Stadium located in Frisco. So Toyota Stadium is the soccer field. They also have a museum, a soccer museum that's over there too, and lots of soccer fields that a million kids are playing at on a regular basis. Also in Frisco is the National Video Game Museum, and right next to the Video Game Museum is the SciTech Discovery Center. Also in Frisco is the giant indoor Stonebriar Center, which is kind of like just a giant indoor mall. There's a movie theater, just lots of like that traditional mall shopping experience is more or less what you're going to see at the Stonebriar Center. And I believe it's multiple levels of stores. Obviously, like Abercrombie and Fitch is there, Aldo, AMC Theaters, AT&T. I'm not sure if they have an Apple store. That's something that I would want to know about. Banana Republic, Bassett, Barnes & Noble. So a lot of your big box stores are going to be there. The Frisco Square is also another good like little shopping area in Frisco that I really like. It's almost like at the, not really the heart of Frisco, but it is, I don't know. It's their little square, and they have, obviously shopping and entertainment there. Also around the holidays, I believe this is where they light up the Christmas tree. So this is also another cool place to shop and to be out with your family. And that's pretty much it as far as Frisco. They also have a baseball field in Frisco with a minor league team, and I'll put a little bit more information about that in the description below. So now let's take a quick look over at what you can do in McKinney and see how it compares to Frisco. So one of the big draws into McKinney is its historic downtown. It's one of the largest renovated downtown areas. I know a lot of other cities are doing this exact same thing where they're renovating their downtown areas, but McKinney is kind of famous for it. We'll just say that. So in downtown McKinney, there's lots to do. Not only do they have all the mom and pop shops, all the antique stores, there's some very unique restaurants there as well. The Comedy Arena is in downtown McKinney. There's an arcade that's there for kids, for families, for adults if you like gaming. But also too, there's different events. That's where the lighting of the Christmas tree happens, is in the historic square. Oktoberfest happens every year there. And I'm going to tell you, if you try to park during Oktoberfest, good luck. They're also doing a lot of expansion on the east side of Highway 5, and you can kind of see here in the picture here the old silos. They've painted a mural on it, which are really, really beautiful. So they're doing more renovating and they're adding more shops. They're actually moving City Hall over to the other side, and they have some plans for how to get people a safe passage for people to walk from one side of the road to the other when it comes to Highway 5 because it's a little bit busy. Anyway, there's lots of places to park. They have a parking garage there now, but it's just a very vibrant area. Also in McKinney is going to be a part of Croatia. So we have a village called Adriatica Village in McKinney. The whole thing is designed around this Croatian village that the developers had kind of modeled it after. There's a Belladonna Chapel that's kind of secluded and kind of on the water here that you can kind of see from this picture. There's a lot of weddings. This is a great place to go out and take photos. There's a couple of restaurants that overlook the water, but lots of restaurants and shopping. A lot of people actually live in this community. So there are houses, I guess I wouldn't say houses, probably more like villas that are there. Also condos that are there as well that are available for sale or for rent, and some apartments, and then a senior living facility. And then you've got a Starbucks. You've got this beautiful fountain. There's lots of scripture kind of around a lot of these buildings. So if you're a faith-based person, this is a really cool place to visit. McKinney is also known for its green, for its parks, for its outdoor activities, which really kind of sets it apart from Frisco in that way. So McKinney has, I want to say 5 or 6 different golf courses that are available just within the city itself. So Craig Ranch has the TPG golf course where the Byron Nelson has been played for the last couple of years. And it's a really, really nice course. You can see obviously like 2024 and 2025. It's also going to be hosting the Byron Nelson again. It's an 18-hole golf course. And, we've got Rowlett Creek that's also going through that South McKinney area, which makes it really, really beautiful. Obviously, there's weddings, events, just like any other typical country club or golf course would have. And they also have, looks like ladies Wednesdays play days. So there's lots of things to do just around this specific golf course, and you can see the creek there. It's really pretty. And then we also have over in kind of the northwest side of McKinney, we have a golf course called West Ridge, and they have courses. This course is really beautiful. I know there's a driving range that's not too far from this location. Lots of things to do golfing wise on this course, which is really nice. We also have the clubs of Stonebridge Ranch, and they are kind of broken up into 2 different sections. So as you can tell, just a lot of water, a lot of beauty. 1 club, 2 locations, endless experiences. So they kind of separated the course, and it looks like members enjoy 45 holes of world-class golf. Yes, and then one of them is the Dye course, which is modeled after a famous golfer, apparently. I'm sorry, I'm not a golf enthusiast. Well, I don't know if enthusiast is the right word. I'm not a golf nerd. We'll put it that way, okay? Also, we have the Oak Hollow Golf Course, which is closer to the north side of McKinney. Then we have the Heritage Ranch Golf and Country Club. I think this is more mid-McKinney, closer to El Dorado, that kind of runs through the middle of McKinney. But they have pricing and everything on their website. The other thing about McKinney is the parks. Here, let me kind of show you here. This is the Parks and Recreation website, and this is where we have all the parks, all the trails, all the centers, the pools, athletics. You know, this is a really great resource for you to get on if you're wanting to find a splash pad or a pool, or just, you know, and I think there's a place to canoe and kayak over by Town Lake, and I wouldn't have known that had I not looked at the interactive map. Lots of cool things here. Now, the Gabe Nesbitt Park, I do want to highlight because they have the fields. They haven't completely built this out. They've built most of the fields on this side because I've entered through the neighborhood over here. This is the library right here where it says the letter C. This is the Apex Center, and you can kind of see that. And we'll kind of go through just a quick little snippet of a video of the Apex Center so you can kind of see what that's all about. It's one of our community centers, and members, if you live in McKinney or you don't live in McKinney, you can still become a member. The PSA McKinney's here. And then these are the courts. So you have the fields, and then these are the tennis courts. Essentially, you can do lessons. You can go out there with your family. There's no fee to get in or anything like that. So it's kind of open to the public in that regard, which is really, really nice. Here's obviously all the parks listed out. You can click on each one. You can see where it's located. You can see what they're working on as well, because they do have a grant that's out and they're kind of working on some parks. So they're always trying to improve these areas for the residents, which I think is really, really cool. And then here's the interactive map. So I could say I want to find an outdoor space that has restrooms, and I click on it there. And if I click on, let's just say any part of where it's green here. So let's say I wanted the bathrooms, and I click on this, and it says, this is the address. It's off of Virginia. It doesn't give me a park type, but it tells me all the amenities. So it looks like there's a playground, a picnic shelter, restrooms, drinking fountain, swings, splash pad, amphitheater. So that's located all over here, and it looks like this is Bonnie Wink Park. Okay, so you can see at the bottom the name of the park where all of these things are located. So now I know that there's a splash pad in Bonnie Wink Park. So if I wanted to go take my kids to the splash pad, I could. We could do the exact same thing. We can figure out which parks have barbecue grills. We can figure out which parks have the picnic shelters. We can figure out where the soccer fields are, where the baseball fields are, where's the swimming, where's the disc golf courses, because there's several of those in McKinney. So this is a really cool parks and trails map of McKinney that's very interactive, and I'll have more information about it in the description below. All right, and lastly, I did want to show you a quick video of the Apex Center, and this is just a little taste of what it's like at the Apex.
Hey McKinney, so when we first moved here looking for houses, one of the first things we saw just driving around was this place, the Apex. And what was amazing about this place is that there's this amazing water park here that we're gonna check out. Whoa. Woo! There we are. So they have cabanas over here that you can actually rent out. They got some beach chairs here that you can just lay out by the pool. Big umbrellas. You got that big old slide right there in the distance. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go up there to the big old slide and check it out. Made it to the top. How's it going, guys?
All right.
Okay, so not many people get to go on this slide. Obviously, kids do. What are like the top 3 rules that everyone should follow going down the slide?
Cross your arms and legs. Get out of the tube as fast as possible. Don't stand up.
Don't stand up. Very wise advice. Very cool. Well, you look at that.
So what do you think? Did McKinney or Frisco win out on the activities and things to do? Do you prefer the green outdoors, or do you prefer the nice bustling, hustling of the city and all the events and activities that you can do in Frisco? Be sure to let me know at this point. Do you think McKinney or Frisco is going to be your choice? All right, the next thing we're going to take a quick look at is the tax rate. I know it's super boring, so we're going to go super quick. I did make a video all about taxes, how to understand them here in Texas. So make sure you click on the card that's over here or here or here somewhere, all about taxes. All right, so let's compare. Frisco taxes are running right about 1.89%. So that percentage includes the city taxes, the county taxes, the ISD taxes, and the community college tax, all add up to 1.89% for Frisco. So the tax rate is lower than McKinney's, unfortunately. McKinney sits right around 2%, maybe just a smidge over 2, like 2.000005, something like that. So from a tax perspective, Frisco kind of wins out over McKinney in this round. All right, the next thing that is on everyone's mind is the commute. So if you're looking to commute from McKinney to downtown Dallas, that's where you are working, and you have to leave, you have regular hours, you're working from an 8 to 5, from the heart of McKinney all the way to downtown Dallas, it's anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes. So kind of expect that. And there are toll options and non-toll options. I would go the non-toll option and just, add 5 extra minutes onto your commute if I were you. Also, there could be those that are living at the intersection of 121 and the Dallas North Tollway. That's where a lot of the headquarters are located. That's where the Toyota headquarters is located, and several others. The commute from McKinney all the way down to where those headquarters are in kind of that North Plano area is going to be anywhere from 18 to 26 minutes if you are taking the Sam Rayburn Tollway. And it looks like it could take you even 50 minutes if you're hitting lots of traffic, which is kind of crazy to me. But anyway. All right, let's take a look comparatively at Frisco. The commute from Frisco all the way to downtown is going to be anywhere from 35 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes if you take the Dallas North Tollway. And I believe if you're taking the side roads, looks like these are all toll routes. So yes, the commute might be shorter from Frisco to downtown Dallas. However, you are going to be paying tolls from Frisco to downtown Dallas. So keep that in mind. Also from Frisco to that, where all the headquarters are in Plano, you're looking at a commute between 12 to 22 minutes because it's just north of Plano. So I would say commute wise, Frisco is just a little bit closer than McKinney, not a whole lot, but Frisco kind of won out on the commute as well. All right, next we're going to talk about schools, Frisco ISD versus McKinney ISD, and kind of see where we land. I do have some advice for you though. If schools are a crucial part of your home search, make sure that you go in and you actually visit the schools. Make sure you're looking at multiple websites. Make sure you're looking at the TEA website, which is the Texas Education Agency website. You want to make sure you get all the data and all the resources, talk to the principals, see what programs are available, see how the school system is set up, because you may like how one is set up versus the other. All right, so Frisco ISD on niche.com. This is probably one of my more favorite websites. Frisco is the number 7 in the best school districts in Texas. So it ranks really high within the state of Texas. Has an A+ rating through this site, niche.com. And they're kind of basing it on all of these things: academics, teachers, clubs and activities, diversity, college prep, and administration. And you can see that the best school districts for athletes in Texas, it looks like Frisco holds a top spot. Best places to teach in Texas, Frisco also holds in number 87 out of the entire state. And you can see that on the map here, the A's and the B's represent the grade that this website is giving those specific schools in those areas. So you want to make sure that, yes, this is for the entire district. So you want to make sure that you look at the schools that a house is zoned to on kind of more of an individual level as well, if you're doing your due diligence. And I will have links for this website in the description below so you can take a look at it. Now let's take a quick look at McKinney and where it sits. So McKinney, the district as a whole, is rated an A. And same rating scale, same system for this. So it's not terrible. And it also looks like it ranks 43 out of all the other school districts in Texas. It's 56 for athletes, and it ranks 103 as far as diversity in districts as well. And then if you look at this map here, this kind of shows you where all the A's and the B's kind of lie for the district as a whole, which is nice to see. And then obviously you want to make sure that you look at individual elementary, middle school, and high schools to see where they rank and how comfortable you feel with that. Also, another good website to take a look at is greatschools.org. In addition to the TEA website, you want to check that one out to also look at some of the ratings and rankings. And then doing your last step of due diligence would be to go visit the school, ask those questions that you have and concerns that you may have for a student that you are considering enrolling in that district. So as far as schools are concerned, according to niche.com, Frisco had slightly higher ratings than McKinney did. So I guess Frisco kind of won the schools round, but we'll see. Let's look at this next comparison. So the last thing that we're going to compare is home prices. Is it more expensive to live in Frisco or McKinney? So let's take a look at Frisco first. So in Frisco, the cheapest house for sale in Frisco is $299,000. Let's see what it looks like. So you guys can see we don't have central heating and air conditioning in this one. Looks like it's in rough shape. And that's for $299 and 720 square feet. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath property, and it looks like it's off of Main Street, which is really close to that rail district that I was telling you guys about. So this one is definitely a fixer-upper. I will say though, in Frisco, I did kind of look ahead, and most of the homes right around the $450 range are going to be more or less what you're going to be looking at. This one was in Hidden Cove, and it's priced at $390. However, if you notice, it's not Frisco ISD. The properties that are located in Frisco ISD are going to be more expensive. However, more people want to be in Frisco ISD than Little Elm ISD, which is the city to its west. All right, so this one is in Frisco Lakes by Del Webb, and just keep in mind that Del Webb is a 55 plus community, so that won't work. And then if you keep going, this one's under contract for $408, which rightfully so, and it's in Frisco ISD. And it looks like the next available one that's still active in Preston Lakes, that's Frisco ISD, so same subdivision. It's listed at $410. And I don't think they have multiple offers. So if you want to make an offer on this house, looks pretty cute. It was built in '96 and is just over 1,500 square feet. So, and then the most expensive home in Frisco on the market right now is right around $7.4 million. So let's take a look at that as well. It's really beautiful Spanish style. Lots of land, nice fountain in the front. It looks like there are other homes that are mansions, essentially, that are built in this area, which is good to know if you're just not a one-off, you know. You're actually in a luxury community, which is nice. The movie room is really cool. Lots of the big tiles. That's interesting light fixture. Very modern. Very sleek. Very shiny. I don't know what the deal is with the Eagles, but I would have told them to remove the Eagles. That's a cool ceiling fixture there. Lots of fireplaces. That's a really cool shower door. I think I'd want that shower door on my shower. Makes it look like you're underwater. Maybe that's not the shower. It looked like washer and dryer are in the master closet, and they have a dog shower and another laundry room. Okay. And let's see what else. It looks like it's sitting on 4 acres. That's probably another reason why it's really expensive, is just the acreage alone. HOA dues are $2,000 a year. All right, let's see how McKinney lines up to this. So the least expensive house in McKinney for sale right at this very second is listed at $240,000. This is on the north side of the historic district. They only have one picture. It's at just over 1,000 square feet. The lot size, built in 1950. It's not a very big lot. I mean, it's a decent sized lot, I guess, for the size of the home. And it is located on the north side. You are probably about, let's see, historic downtown McKinney's here. So you're on that far north side. It's going to be probably, if I had to guess, maybe it's about a mile north of the square. So if you're biking or walking, it's still manageable up there. And then I would say, but as far as like actually living in a house that's decent, you're looking probably around like $325 in McKinney on the lower end right now for everything that's for sale. Like this one was cute, but it was built in the 50s and it was only 1,000 square feet. And that was for $310. This one already has a contract. This one is new construction, but it was a 3-bed, 2-bath, but the square footage was a little small. So, I mean, right around 320, 325. So 325 is the entry level into McKinney at this point in time. And that's with some new construction in kind of the far north and northeast sections of McKinney, just so you guys can kind of know that. I did a complete video all about the most affordable new construction areas to live in McKinney, and you want to check out that video right over here. And let's take a quick look at the most expensive. I'm just curious. All right, so the most expensive house for sale in McKinney. I really wanted to get inside this property, but I wasn't able to. So this is the next best thing. Let's live vicariously through these beautiful photos. So this is for $9.9 million. So McKinney does have quite a bit more in regards to luxury properties, I feel like, than Frisco does. And you also have access to more land and more green space, which is why I think McKinney has more of the luxury or the higher end on our side of town. Wow. That's really cool. I'm just like imagining this property with more subtle, tones. It's definitely very unique. They put their own spin on it, which is pretty normal for a luxury property, unless it's in the low luxury and they try to make everything kind of neutral and bland. But when you start getting up into the $9 and $10 million range, you're going to see more customization catered to the person and the style of the person that lived there. But the property itself is really, really beautiful. I believe this one has a guest house as well. And it should have a pool. I'm waiting for the picture of the pool. Okay. No, are you serious? No, that's the front. Yeah, this is the front. There's the pond. Okay. And it looks like from this angle, are those apartments? I think those are apartments. Oh, I know where this is. Okay, this is close to my work. These are apartments, and that is a school. And I know exactly where this property is. Okay. And it doesn't have a pool, and it's $9 million. That's very interesting. So I can see why it's been sitting for 450 days on the market. It's kind of a one-off spot, but it does have 7.664 acres. So that is quite a bit of land, which is probably boosting the price up more. And it is 14,000 square feet. So it is actually the largest home in McKinney that is for sale right now at this time. So what do you guys think? McKinney, Frisco, McKinney, Frisco. Let me know in the comments below. McKinney. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.